Hi, this is Kate Ward, and this is your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip. And today, we're talking summer color. Kate, did you notice there's not much color? Aha, you guys are astute. One of the things I'm showing here is summer color coming. So this will be bright orange. These are black-eyed Susans here, and they are typically summer flowerers. And we can see in the background phlox. Now, most people know phlox as the spring blooming perennial that covers the ground in a carpet. Well, that's not what this is. This white phlox here is the spring phlox's bigger brother. So we have it in the garden and it likes to bloom. In fact, there's another clump and there's a little bud just started. Makes a wonderful cut and gives me color all summer. Well, let's get to some of this color you're talking about, Kate. Well, here we are. This is a pretty natural garden. It's mixed in with some other things that bloom at other times of year. We can see an iris stalk over here and some dun penstemon seed heads over here. And I've just let them go because, as you can see, to get this to naturalize in the way I wanted it to work into a perennial garden for me, I've just let it go. So I let these go to seed and I don't mind at all. But the other thing is by letting things like this perennial coneflower, so this is our native coneflower, it's just the regular species, but coneflowers anymore come in all these fantastic colors. There's yellows and oranges and reds and pink and orange and doubles and raspberries, and I could go on all day. There's a white. But anyways, I have the natural here, the native, the original. And one of the cool things about this particular plant, by doing what I did with this penstemon and letting this go to seed, at the end of the season I have goldfinch that come in and they rob half of my seeds because they like to eat the seed heads. So it's kind of neat. It does double duty here. It's good for pollinators during the day, and at the end of the year it's a good seed source for birds. But for me, it's fantastic color that I get, and it can cut it as well. So the other thing we have in this sort of natural garden, if we look over here, is yet another one of the phloxes. Woo! Is another phlox. So here's another color, and if we look along here, this is all phlox. So I've got about, this one's a little further ahead. I probably have about a week and a half to 2 weeks before I start to see color that's just starting to poke up over here. And it's a wonderful thing because I have it all summer, and it's a wonderful cut. In fact, it's slightly fragrant. But talking about summer bloomers, well, this one came in from the surrounding fields. So there's the surrounding fields, and you can see a taller one here. This is Queen Anne's lace, and this is, I've just let sort of infiltrate the garden because I like it. Over here, well, there's a spot for me to put something new. I love these spots. These are exciting spots for me. So this is a new spot waiting. But we look over here. Here is another phlox, also just getting started. So now we've seen 3 colors of the same plant used in a myriad of different ways. And in the back, just finishing, going out of season, is a delphinium there. So wonderful. I'm going to have a whole lot of color in this back garden. And there's a whole lot of other things that we have in the garden center that we can show you so you do get that continuous summer bloom. Now, the final thing we're going to talk about today, I just wanted to show you, because once again, natives are helping me out here in the garden. So I'm a big fan of that. Now, you see these guys? They're all here. I am sure some of you recognize this little buggy. That's a Japanese beetle. So why aren't I doing anything about it? Well, I am, actually. This plant that it's on has come in from the surrounding area, and it's a native impatient. It gets really pretty little orange or yellow flowers. Yellow flowers are a bit more rare, but the Japanese beetle loves it. And so it comes in and it munches all of these, and I say, okay, I don't mind because it's busy munching that and it's not munching this. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you soon in the garden center for all of our summer color that could be yours. And until we see you again, this has been your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip.